Well, I have Sophie Rubin with me today. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have all kinds of fabrics on the table, but what kind of fabric are they?
Well, these are all ikat. They're from Guatemala. Mm-hmm. And also in the middle we have worry dolls. Their skirts are ikats.
Okay, I've seen these before. Tell me about this.
Well, you tell them your worries, and then you put it under your pillow, and then they worry about it instead of you.
Oh, that's great. I need many of these in my house. I love these little worry dolls. Okay, so I've seen a lot of these fabrics before. This seems to be more of a traditional ikat. But what's interesting about these ones is there seems to be metallic in there.
Yes, metallics are very rare in Guatemala. Mm-hmm. Very little factories make them.
Okay, okay.
So it's very rare to have metallics in ikats.
Okay. So when you find one, you want to make sure you get one.
Yeah.
And do villages make these, or just one person? Is this hand woven?
Well, one person makes them.
Okay,
but
typically, yeah.
They're small villages that make them. Mm-hmm. Each village has a certain design.
Okay.
To say. Some of them have metallics, some of them are just regular without metallics.
And they're not just all Guatemalan. There are ikats that are made all over the world. So, for instance, let's take a look at this sampling of fabrics.
These are from Bali.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting because Bali is mainly known for batik fabrics.
Yes. In Bali, ikats are rare. Mm-hmm. She got these special.
She as in your mother?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so she got these special. So it's rare to find an ikat in Bali.
And ikats, they're made in factories, but they're just made on big floor looms. There's hand looms and there's floor looms.
Okay.
The floor looms, they're just big and they can hook it onto something loose in the floor, and then they just kind of hold it in their lap while they weave.
And weave it and create this beautiful woven fabric. Now, I noticed that some of these have multicolors, and then some of them seem to be more monochromatic in color scheme. For instance, they seem to be more primarily pink and orange. And can you tell us a little bit about these fabrics?
Yes. Well, they're still in Bali, but what happens is you paint the threads before you put them on the loom. Okay. So sometimes you'll use multicolors, like this first example here. But other times you may use two colors, like white and pink.
Okay, and that's probably how this one was created.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at these fabrics that are right in front of you. Tell us about those.
Well, these are from Japan, and some of them are antique. Others are newer, like 20 to 30 years.
So these are probably 20 to 40 years old, right in front of us. They are absolutely beautiful. Whereas some of these fabrics, they seem to look had a little more wear and tear on them. Are these antique?
Yes, those ones are antique. Like this one, you can tell from the patch.
Okay, so somebody actually tried to already repair that.
Yes.
And how come these are traditional? Why are these blue? Do you know why?
Well, the most common dye plant is the indigo plant.
It was in Japan?
Yes.
Okay.
So they used indigo more than any other color.
So that's why a lot of traditional Japanese fabrics, you'll see this blue color.
Yes, they'll have indigo and white, which are the two traditional colors.
Beautiful. Well, I really like that piece there with the sashiko on top of it. Tell us about that one.
Yes, well, it's still an ikat.
Okay.
But, and it's an antique. But sometimes they put sashiko on top to make it look to hold it just a little bit better.
It's absolutely beautiful. And let's take one last look. Where are these from, those fabrics?
These are from India, but these ones are for sale.
Okay, they're for commercial market.
Yeah.
Right, so they're more mass produced.
This director tells them what to make. And they make it.
And they're made in factories?
Yes, they're made in factories on a loom.
Right.
We don't know if it's a floor loom, a hand loom, or a machine loom.
Interesting. Well, this has been very, very informative. So we've seen, you know, a wide array of icots from made in Guatemala, from Bali to Japan, all the way to India. This is fascinating, and I learned something today. Thank you so much, Sophie.
You're welcome.
And I'll be right back.